Hey there, it's Kalyn, and today I'm going to be making a Christmas card using the This and That Christmas collection from Echo Park. And I'm going to be using paper scraps and showing you how you can make a really fun but easy card using papers that you probably already have on hand or in your stash. So here you can see I'm just going through my 6x6 paper pad and picking out a neutral piece of paper that I'm going to use on my card. And it's already cut. I've probably already used it for another project, but as you can see, you can really take bits and pieces of papers that you've used before. Like I'm using this striped one as well that already has some cut off of it. And you can just kind of make a little like quilted background on your card. So now I'm just trying out some different stickers from the 12x12 sticker sheet that comes with this collection. And the first one I tried I didn't really like that much, but I really decided on this Merry Christmas banner that's really cute and it fits a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card perfectly widthwise. So now I'm just taking those two main pieces of pattern paper and marking them with a pencil to see where I need to cut them with my paper trimmer. So now that they're all trimmed out and I have an idea as to where my sentiment sticker is going to go, I'm going to keep adding onto the design and building it up a little bit. So I'm returning to that same sticker pack and they have a few borders and I really liked this red and white doily looking border and I thought that that would look really nice along that center edge. It's also going to help give the card a little bit more of a 3/4, 1/4 kind of balance rather than it being half white and half red. It'll look a little more red than white. So I liked the effect that that gave. So I'm just kind of marking it with a pencil again to trim it and make sure I cut it long enough to fit on my card. So now I'm just putting down those pieces and planning out where that border is going to go. So now that the main base of the card is done, I'm going to be using these various pattern papers, different colors and patterns that mainly feature green as the main color. And I'm going to be cutting out little trees out of those papers. And this is the kind of thing that I think you could use, the kind of technique you could use with any pattern paper pack. You could make ornaments or trees, or you could do something else like stars or hearts, and just take a bunch of scraps, pieces of paper you've already cut up that you have on hand and have been saving, and make something new and really fun and trendy out of it. So like you can see, I'm just cutting out little pieces of these scraps. They don't have to be perfect. Of course, if you really wanted to, you could die cut them and have them be perfect triangles, but I'm just kind of winging it. And I'm going to cut each of these pieces of pattern paper out into a little tree shape and then arrange them in a row. I'm also sort of alternating these patterns as I put them down and think about how I'm going to arrange them and trying to put, like I put the darker piece in the middle next to two lighter pieces, so I'm trying to balance them out a little bit just with the intensity of the color of the pattern and just the overall look and feel of them. Just trying to balance them out a little bit. And I liked the way that that solid green one went in the center. It just helped to bring your attention away from the background and instead to the row of trees. So now that I've placed everything and I know kind of how I want it, it's time to start adhering everything down. So I'm using my Tombow Mono multi-glue, as I always do, and just taking each piece and gluing it down to the card base. taking each tree, adding a little adhesive on the back, and adhering them down. And now you'll just see I'm trimming off a tiny little bit of border that the border sticker left on the edges of my card. So just trimming off that excess. And now it's time to top off the trees with some rhinestones. I just got these rhinestones at my Michael's craft store, and I'm attempting to use tweezers to put them in place, but as you can see, they're kind of jumping all over the place. So I try my best, but it's always a little frustrating working with teeny tiny rhinestones. They really jump all over. But anyway, I am just putting them on the tops of the trees, alternating between some dark ones and some lighter ones. They're both red, but the darker ones are just more of like a deep cranberry red. So just alternating between those, whichever I think looks best, and topping off my trees. So that's it for today's card. I really hope that you enjoyed this and that it gives you some ideas of how to use your paper scraps to make something new and festive for the holiday season. Thanks so much for watching. And be sure to check the list of supplies I have down below to see everything that I used on this card. And be sure to follow me over on Instagram and Facebook as well. Thanks.